Hello, today I'm going to show you all the nades you need to know for Vertigo. Alright, so first of all, for A, the first smoke you need to learn is from T-spawn. You get into this corner here, and then you aim over here in this square, and you jump through. And that will smoke off short over here. Good for a rush. Second smoke you need to learn for A is the one way. So what you do when you're running up, you go like that. You go aim a bit lower. You throw, and that gives you a nice one way over here for control of the ramp. Right. Once you have control of the ramp, you throw a flash. So you get in front of this box, and then you aim over here, and you throw. You shift walk for a bit, and then you throw. And that will blind anyone over here, and it won't blind you because it's going behind the sandbags. So you can go throw it again. And you can peek with that. Very nice. You don't have to shift walk for that long. You can just go like that, so it doesn't bounce off the wall. Boom. Good flash. Okay, so once you have ramp control, there's 4 mollies and 3 smokes you need to learn. First smoke is for default fast plant. So you get into this part of the tarpaulin, and then you go up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 8, like 8 of these things, and then you throw the smoke, and it will bounce and land in default, which means you can just get onto site, fast plant, and then get back. Very useful smoke. If you're doing the wall of smokes here and here, the lineups you need are, so you get into this sandbag here, you aim over here, and you smoke, and then from the exact same lineup, you do a molly. That will do the first smoke here, and also molly out default. The second smoke you need to do is you line up this bit with that bit there. So you go to there, and then you aim over here and just left click them. So if you do both smokes together, it will do a perfect wall of smokes, and the CTs can't see anything. Very good. Okay, so the 4 mollies, maybe it's 3, I forgot. So you get into this sandbags here, and you just aim anywhere over there, and it will perfectly molly off sandbags, concrete. Alright. Secondly, to get short control, you get into this corner here, and you aim in this cog, and that will molly off short, allowing you to take the control of this. Okay, to take further short control, what you want to do is go over here, flash like that, and then that you can peek, and it will blind anyone looking at short, and you'll be not blinded at all. So just run for a bit, throw it, peek with it, and everyone's blinded. Okay, so now for the orange molly. So what you do is you get in the same lineup as you did before for the smoke, and you aim over you aim like that, and it will land on top of the white and spread down and get anyone in oranges, clearing it out. And that's about it, I think. You can do a couple of flashes just like from here. Just go like through here, something like that. Yeah. I don't know. Full blind anyone on site. You can just throw any flashes basically over the crane. Like that. And yeah. It's good. Okay, so if you don't want to do the wall of smokes and you want to have more control of the site, the first smoke you need to do is bottom heaven. So you get into this corner on ramp, and you aim at these stains, in the bottom of these stains, so like there, and that will smoke up bottom heaven, which means you can just look at the top, because that's the only place where they can peek from. And what you want to do for your short player is you can run, throw it off the back wall, and that will smoke off connector. You don't have to do it so deep, you can just like So like that. Yeah. And that will give you control of the site and a bit of here as well, which is nice. In my opinion, the water smokes are better, but if you want to do this, there's the option to. Always nice. That's it for the A site. Next is mid. So first smoke you need for mid is from T-spawn. So these yellow things, you go to the top left one, walk forward until you get to this cross, and then there's a dot here. You aim up from the dot into the pipe, and you jump through, and that will land in heaven, just on heaven. No one would. Yeah, like that. So I guess, yeah, that works. Next, second way to block off heaven, clear out heaven, is you molly it and then smoke it. So you get into this wall here on mid, then you aim to the left here, molly, and then from the same line up you smoke. So yeah, if you want, you don't have to smoke, you can molly, but if you do want to smoke, you have to molly, because otherwise it will bounce off and not stay there. Okay, third way of smoking it is you come to this corner in mid, and you aim in the center of this like roof thing, and you throw, and I'll smoke it off. Okay, next you need to learn how to smoke off CT and connector. So they're from the same spot. So CT1, imagine there's like a square here in the box. You go in the center of that square, and you throw, and you smoke off CT. You need to have CL right hand 0, otherwise the smoke will not work. So you go here, aim here on the box, jump through, and they'll bounce off the pipe, land in connector, and yeah, perfectly block off. If you do it with CL right hand 1, it will not work. So yeah, get a bind for that. Next, the B smokes. So first smokes. So for B, what you want to do is you want to have a wall of smokes here and here, and then molly off here as well. And if you want, you can molly here. So everything is blocked off, so you don't have to worry about that area at all. So for the first smoke, you get into this sandbag, aim to the right a bit from this pole, aim to the right, throw. Now block it off, no gaps. Next smoke is you get into this box position here, and you aim so your thumb is over here. Okay, so a good point to mention is that if you don't have the same view model settings as me, this lineup won't work. So either you can copy the view model settings that I use, which I'll put on screen now, or you can go to the link in the description that I'll put in, which will be a separate lineup for the smoke when I find it, which doesn't use the view models on the metal hole thing. So your thumb has to be about there, and that will smoke off. You can do it a bit better if you go there, so it doesn't hit the gen. Yeah, like that. So you have that smoked off, and you have that smoked off. Very nice. Okay, so now for the mollies. First molly is you get on this sandbag, you aim from the right of this like wire thing, and jump through. You leave yourself a bit vulnerable if you do that, because when you jump through, they can kill you. Like, so if you don't want to do that one, there's an alternative that's a little bit safer. So you go here on the box, and you aim on this stain on the bottom left of the stain, and you jump through again, and they won't be able to see if you do that one. Okay, and the last molly is, so when you do the smokes, the second smoke will land there, which means the CT player can just drop down, kind of kill everyone there. So to molly that, what you do, you get on this wire, go here, and you aim there on the wall, and you jump through, and that gives you complete control. So you molly the smoke these two things, and you just have to clear out this part of the site, and then yeah, you have B. So a flash you can do is you get in the same spot. So you throw the molly like there, and then immediately get your flash out, and you just flash over there, and that will blind anyone looking. And then you also have a person flashing from over here, flashing behind, so the people running up won't get blinded. Like that. You just turn away from it, and then yeah. So you do those two flashes, those combinations of smokes and mollies, and then pretty easy to get B. Very nice. Okay. Now for CT. Okay, so the first CT smokes you need to learn are for ramp control. So firstly, line up with yourself with this here. Aim over here on the roof, run for a bit and then throw. That will bounce off that pole and land in ramp, giving the T's no control basically. They can jump on top of here, but that's about it. Secondly, the other player will go from connector. You aim above this pole here, like there, run for a bit and then throw. That'll bounce off the pole and land short. No gaps. Next smokes for CCA site is for the retake. You get into this place in heaven. You aim here on this pole here, over there. Sorry. And that will give you a one-way for the people on ramp here. So as you can see, they can't see you if you go default. They can see if you go across there. If you shoot them from default, you can see them, they can't see you. Very annoying. Okay, so if you want for the retake, you can molly sandbags by going here in heaven, go on this wall over here, and aim in between these two lines, shift walk, aim above it, and sorry. Now molly completely. Sandbags. For the flashes, you can just go in the same spot as you did the one way. Go here, just aim in between. Over there. Now flash anyone looking at sight. Can't really see it coming. Okay, so if you feel like it, you can smoke off short by going into corner, just throw like that if you want. Oh, a good molly is if you hear the T's rushing, you go on here on crane and you aim over there. It'll bounce off and molly ramp. Good for anti-rush. Okay, so for mid smokes, the first one you need to know is how to smoke off just mid entrance. You go into this corner here, aim at the top right of the wire coil, and run through, and that'll smoke it off. Bit of a gap. You don't have to run as long, and there won't be a gap. So if you just go like that, and that'll smoke it off better. So next is B. So that's basically all you need to know for mid. Yeah, you just throw that smoke and the molly behind it, and flash in like behind them, and go like that. I don't know. You can just figure out your own neutral for mid. Not really any lineups you need. Okay, so if you want to smoke off B main, what you do is you get behind this pole here, you aim above this one for a bit, like you run and throw, and that will bounce off there. Smoke off B main, no gaps. Okay, and then same thing as mid. You can just throw mollies, nade them if they're coming out, stuff like that. There's a good flash you can do from over here to support your team. You go on this corner, aim under there, you aim there, you jump through, and that will blind anyone looking from ramp. And actually, a very good flash, very easy flash is off spawn. You run, if you're a B play, if you want to peek, you just run, bounce it off this wall, and that will blind anyone looking. Definitely. A very good flash. A very easy flash. Yeah. That should be about it.